You want to know what I really don't understand these days is single mothers are having babies out of wedlock and decided to just say, hey, I'm just gonna have a baby and I don't care because I'm gonna raise my child to be just like me, degenerate, disgusting, promiscuous, and all the above because I don't care about what the world thinks. But once you get on TikTok and somebody posted it on that platform, you will be exposed one way or another. And guess what? Your life will be over just like that. And somebody in the family is going to end up adopting that child or putting them in a foster care, because if you are having babies out of wedlock and if you are unfit to be a parent, then you have no business having sex or opening your legs in the first place. Because this situation at a country where a mother brings her child to Walmart with nothing but diapers in the coldest weather in January. Because all of this is starting to remind me of a Save-A-Lot in Rivertown, Maryland. Because I'm from DC. You know, there was this white man who was buying chitlins for a military something. Because I've seen this child and he had no clothes on. The same situation with a child being brought to a store with no clothes on in the middle of winter. How do you make that stuff up as a parent? I mean, did you not really have any common sense as to why you decided to bring that baby into a public space where everyone is shopping with no type of protection, clothes, shoes, jeans, shirts, a coat, maybe a mask? I don't get it. And fellas, this is all your fault as well, because I feel like you you're just as responsible as the unfit mothers are, because you're the one putting babies into these crazy individuals. Because if you were a smart man, you wouldn't even put your thing inside of the coochies. This is why kids turn out confused and messed up these days, because we have knucklehead adults making knucklehead decisions. So, shout out to people lessons for this video, so let's get to it.
It's not uncommon to see videos of people being hauled out of Walmart supercenters in cuffs. The top reason is usually shoplifting, but this time, a woman was arrested
And
for
of
being a
course, a
toxic
dusty one.
mother. This woman right here was arrested after walking in the store with her toddler wearing nothing but a diaper. Now, even on a summer day, a decent mother will properly clothe her baby, whatever is suitable for the weather. But especially on this icy cold winter day, a good mother will make sure her child is good before taking them out in the air. This happened on January 17th with temperatures as low as 12 degrees in the city of Byron, Mississippi, just
Oh
south of
my
Jackson.
goodness.
And yes, that was
And of course, she's a young ghetto dusty mother. Who does that? Who takes their child to Walmart in a 12-degree weather in Mississippi? Like, do they have any laws out there that can put a parent in trouble if they take their child to a public space like a Walmart, Target, without any clothes on, but just diapers? Like, I think there needs to be a law where if you take your child to a store without any clothes on, that's committing a crime. Because one, they can fine you for like $1,000 if you cannot properly parent your child right. Especially if you take them to Walmart of all places, wear nothing but a diaper. And of course, she's another 304 ghetto, immature, low life, disgusting, dusty mother. And it's always the single mothers like this. It's always the ratchet baby mothers that I'm hearing about all the time, having kids out of wedlock. Like, if you're not ready to have a child, then why keep having sex?
Darby walked into the store. It was about 20 degrees, freezing temperatures that even adults couldn't handle. Apparently, it's very clear the mother was negligent and defiant, but customers and employees stepped in because they saw that she.
And shout out to the customers who actually stood up and took action in confronting this demon. But my thing is that if she got arrested, why did they fire the employee who confronted her first? Then everybody else jumped in and saw the madness. And I'm glad they recorded it and took it to TikTok, because I think TikTok is the best place to seek help, to receive help. You know, get the authorities in, get law enforcement in it. Because I feel like TikTok at some point is the only place that can just expose monsters and unfit mothers and everything. But it's the fact that you fire an employee because she confronted a 304 of a mother. Really? Like, are you trying to protect criminals? Is this what we're doing nowadays, Walmart? Mississippi? Get it right.
All the way together. They rescued the baby boy and called the police on her right away. Then, instead
Look
of
at
taking her L, accountability,
ghetto,
and the
ratchet,
community backlash,
irresponsible.
Cambria decided to get on social media playing the victim, accusing everybody else and the people at Walmart of defaming her, you know, for stepping in and saving her baby. But during this whole situation, one of the Walmart employees recorded the interaction, which led to that woman being terminated. And guess who the sisterhood supported? Did they support the toxic mother, or did they support the Walmart employee
I hope
who
they
saved
don't.
the baby? If you know like I know and you're aware of the sisterhood and how it's set up with this.
Look, I know you're getting tired of me on pausing or anything, but I have to say this right here. Anytime when a woman does wrong, society will always back her up regardless, because she's a woman, right? She has titties, vagina, and a big booty, and a pretty face. So you're telling me a woman like that can never be held accountable for their own actions? And when men do it, it's an issue. We always be held accountable. It's always our fault. So you cannot blame nobody else for your downfall but yourself. And I'm talking about toxic 304s. And it's so sickening to me that us men always got to take the blame for everything, but women can never be held accountable. Especially this type of woman in the video. You know, the sisterhood is a lot worse when you think about it, because no matter what women do, they will always get away scot-free, slapping the wrist. It's crazy, man. Like, this is the kind of world that we're living in. And it's getting to a point where there are a lot of people are going to end up leaving the United States because women are never held accountable for their own actions. And you got beta male simps like Dr. Umar Johnson, anybody that defends a 304 for her bad behavior and supports her bad decisions are just as worse as they are. You can't make this up. And another thing I have to say about this whole thing is that these days, you can tell these women were raised by single moms, and single moms raise their daughters to be just as worse as they are, without taking them to church to learn right from wrong about life, learning the ways of life. But you can't do that here, because it seems like when it comes to men, I'm sure fathers going to end up tapping down as well, because they're not trying everything to raise their child right from wrong, and then the child's going to end up growing up doing what they want to do. Go ahead, fine, but if you get in trouble, do not bring that mess here. But at the end of the day, I feel like women like her deserve jail time. I don't care how long it takes. That child needs to be put in a foster care, or somebody in her family will adopt that child and raise him right. And her, she can get it for all I care.
You know the answer to that. We're going to get into it. But first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from the city of Byram or the Jackson, Mississippi Metro, definitely let me know below. Shout out to the good people of Byram that still got common sense and old school values, because the way they stepped up for that little boy, they definitely saved him and his siblings.
I'm glad they did.
So kudos to all of them and the former Walmart employee who was really a hero in this situation. Much love to these good people. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into this story.
A 5-year Walmart employee here in the Metro loses her job for posting a video that has gone viral.
Felicia Darling says when the child entered the Byram store last week during record-breaking cold temperatures wearing only a diaper, well, she had to do something. I spoke to her tonight, and she says she knew she had to do something quick. Felicia Darling said something to the mother, as did a male customer. Here's some of the interaction.
He came in here without that jacket on. Yeah, he did. Obviously.
That baby just had a pimp on.
That's all he got on. He's sitting there shaking now.
Yes, he's shaking right now because...
And you know, the whole disgusting part about this whole video is she doesn't care. She doesn't care if the child gets sick or not because she's an unfit mother. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's sad to me that kids are going to end up being raised in the most toxic country in this world because they have no guidance. These mothers have no guidance in their lives. You can tell. And then when confronted, she starts acting ghetto and started twerking and carrying on. I'm like, yeah, I can see why she's been locked up. But what pissed me off is Walmart, that they had to fire this employee for actually, because they had posted on TikTok, because I think the world needed to know what kind of monster she is. And I hope that former employee sues Walmart. If she didn't get her job back, I'll sue her. I will sue the mess out of that company. You gonna fire me because I did the right thing by protecting the child, appearing on TikTok? You ought to be thanking me for saving your careers and your businesses.
People in the store gave him their jacket to put on. That's before another customer stepped in and purchased an outfit for him to put on.
I can't.
She's just an innocent soul. He didn't ask to be here. So I took action and I started recording her. In the video, she threw cold food on the baby.
Yeah, don't do that.
And he sadly just looked down.
Somebody call police on her.
It seemed like in his eyes, he was just looking for help. He was crying out for help.
Get out that man.
And
Yeah,
then
you
he
can tell.
was telling her, you throwing cold food on the baby. She walks off and swerved.
Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police.
No, what's wrong with you?
Somebody call police on her.
Who are you? Lower your voice. Who are you?
Bro, this whole video was hard to watch.
Please.
The man
I
is
tell
saying,
you.
what is wrong with you? You're in the frozen food department, taking frozen food out of the freezer and throwing it on him? So yeah, he's like, what are you doing? She's telling him to lower his voice. And then went on to question his authority, like, who are you? He's a concerned citizen just like all the others around.
Yeah.
And they're all on your behind because they should be. This is crazy. And she's so stupid, her whole reaction to this was to pop her thought pocket.
Crazy.
What the hell? Somebody call police on her.
Go ahead, CPS already called 2 times. I keep paying. So once you got hot water, fire extinguisher.
But when you come in the store fully dressed in your baby's name.
So they're like, call the police. And she's like, go ahead, call the police. She says CPS got called on her 2 times and she passed.
So, as you see in the video, CPS was called then twice and she managed to pass. But after this video, they was like, you got away with it twice and now you finna go to jail. You thought.
Through CPS. So she's daring them to call again. Why? Because she's saying CPS, she's daring them to call the police on her. And they did just that.
Now, I'm going to call the cops right now.
A customer in a riding shopping cart purchases an outfit for the boy and dresses him while
that's
the
dope,
mother
man.
flips through her phone.
If the customers have more common sense, if the customers in that store have more common sense, how come the mother in this video didn't do an act before going into Walmart in this cold weather in Mississippi? A pair of pants, shoes, socks, a warm shirt, a jacket or a coat to protect the child from getting sick. It's a shame that these customers actually are the ones that have common sense, enough dignity to provide the child with supplies that they need. Unlike this mother over here.
The baby. She walks out of Walmart and started walking to her car. Was walking to her car. A cop was walking behind her. And they arrested her and they took the baby. They took the baby and CPS was called.
26-year-old Cambria Darby was arrested. Services released the child to a family member. Byram police say Darby has bonded out. We reached out to Walmart after Darling was fired. This is their statement in full. Quote, We share the concern others have for the child in the video in our store in Jackson, Mississippi. We don't discuss personnel matters involving current or former associates. All associates are encouraged and empowered to use their judgment in contacting authorities when they see something that may be wrong. However, all associates are also expected to follow the Walmart Code of Conduct.
I call bullshit on this. I really call bullshit on this because I feel like they knew what happened in that place with the mother. They didn't even thank the employee of taking action. One of the main reasons why I really call bullshit on this part, because I feel like their rules and their they didn't even want to thank the employee for actually taking action, her and the customers, of putting this evil parent away. Like, y'all ought to be thankful that this woman actually saved their businesses, because I can care less about the code, but what I do care about is the employee getting her job back. If not, I will probably sue the mess out of her. Code of conduct my behind, bro.
I feel like I did the right thing because who wouldn't want to help an innocent child?
The woman who recorded the video was fired from Walmart after working there for 5 years. She was fired for recording the video and posting it online. Management did call her and told her to remove the video. She did comply. However, the video had already been released, so the department made the decision to get rid of her. Not only did she lose her job, Black women started coming for the Walmart employee, who was also a Black woman, by the way, saying they should have helped the mother instead of calling the police.
Basically just making excuses for the evil mother. And what did I tell y'all? The sisterhood is a joke. They do this every time when someone who is a black, white, it don't matter. They can never do no wrong. When a man does it, it's an issue. They're all over him on social media. But when it comes to women, oh, they're mighty quiet. The whole Brick Lady incident, aka why the Osmond turned herself in, they're still quiet about it. And now all of a sudden, a black employee from Walmart is getting her neck chopped off online because she put it on social media and exposed her, which she had every right to do. If it wasn't for this crazy mother, this woman wouldn't be fired by now. That's why I had to correct myself, but Walmart took the biggest L on this one, because if I see someone like that treating their child terribly, I'll do the exact same thing. If I work there. If they fire me, I'm going to sue them. Because I'm not about to sit there and take an L from a so-called brand that fired me after 5 years of working with that crazy, crappy company. So, no, the employee shouldn't be fired. In fact, she did the right thing by exposing this nasty, disgusting individual. So instead of firing her, why don't you just thank her? But you don't want to do that because you want to protect the quote-unquote Walmart code of conduct. Get out of here with that shit, bro.
The sisterhood can never accept accountability for their own members. It's
Sad,
always
bro.
somebody else's fault. They completely ignored all the people who stepped in to help this baby boy before they even called the police. They put a jacket on him because the mother had him shivering cold in 20-degree weather, inside that cold shopping cart, inside the frozen food department, piling cold food on him, throwing it in the basket because she was mad at everybody who was concerned about her horrible skills as a mother or lack thereof. A man questioned her. A woman questioned her. An older lady even stepped in to put clothes on him. And the baby wanted help, but he was also numb because he's probably used to this cold treatment from his mother. Cambria, though, the toxic mother here, CPS took away her 3 children. The child here is 2 years old. She has a 4-year-old and a 5-month-old infant from at least 2 different men. The smallest child is now with their father, and the 2 and 4-year-olds are also with family. Not sure if they went with.
So it sounds like she had like 5 kids from different baby fathers. Now, do you see this is what happens when people like this can't keep their legs closed? They can't say no to a penis? You see what happens when childless children come out of nowhere and they ended up confused and all messed up in the head because of one parent. Do you see the errors of the situation?
For the Walmart employee, she started a GoFundMe to raise $5,000 to help her pay bills.
Now you see, unlike Rhonda Sosman, this is the proper way to do a GoFundMe page. She has bills to pay. She has bills to pay. She basically has responsibilities as an adult. She did the right thing by exposing this mother on TikTok. Walmart was completely wrong on this whole thing. So, if I don't see the link to her GoFundMe, I'll put the link in the description so you can go support her as well. Because right now, she deserves it. And I pray that whatever she does, that she doesn't in her life or do anything stupid just because Walmart fire her. Like, she deserves so much better, honestly.
Goal, and at the time of this video, she's raised over $33,000.
Good.
Shout out to her and everybody who stepped in to save this baby. It's a lot more to this story, so if you want more details, drop part 2 below in the comments. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started.
Look, like I said, man, the sisterhood are a joke. They can never hold their own kind accountable for their own actions, but if a man does it, they're gonna go crazy on social media calling him misogynist, a deadbeat, an evil person, an evil individual of being a man in America. But when it comes to single women, the sisterhood, they are the definition of, you're understanding where I'm coming from with this. But at the end of the day, I feel like sometimes in life, if you're unwilling to be a mother, do us all a favor and keep your legs closed. I don't care if this video comes off as misogynistic. So what? It's my opinion. It's facts over fiction. And if you're feeling offended, I don't care. Facts over feelings. And for that woman, I'm glad that she's being held accountable. She needs to be locked up, even though she's already been locked up. But I feel like CPS needs to put her kids in foster care, or someone in their family will adopt those innocent kids. Because this mother is evil of what she did. I don't like this at all. Shout out to the Pink Book Lessons. Like I said, if I see her GoFundMe page, I will put it down below so you guys can go support her still. So, what's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.